What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Third Person. This is the Third Person Podcast. I am one of your hosts. My name is Kris, and with me, as always, are my boys, Jesse.
How you doing?
And Mike.
What's going on?
So we're going to do a little recap for you this time around. We're doing The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 4, entitled Wait, what was it
Service.
again? Service. Oh, I was going to say Survival. Episode 4 entitled Service.
I'm
Sorry,
the one
guys.
that's had wine. Are you sure you haven't?
Oh, man, I wish I had. Anyway, what's going on? What do we got? Mikey, what do we got? What happened in this episode, my man?
All right, so basically we have still reeling from the previous tragic events. Rick and the people of Alexandria receive a sobering visit by Negan. That's the description we have for the episode. So basically, let's get right into it. We see right off the bat, we see Michonne going on what we assume was possibly a hunt. We don't know. She sneaks a rifle from the fireplace and goes off and does a bit of target practice on a walker, which
She
seems
sucks.
Yeah,
She's
it
pretty
seems
bad.
that
She's
she
dope with
needs
the
more
katana,
practice.
but she's no good with
I
the
mean,
gun.
she shot more shots than were in that, shot more shots
Oh, yeah, who had one
than was
now?
in that magazine.
Who had the
there we
wine
go.
now?
yeah, there we go.
I had the wine, and I can
yeah.
prove it.
Yeah.
I got the glass.
Yeah, so we see, that was a quick little segment, but basically we see Negan with his comic book reference, right, Jess?
Yeah, man.
The little pig, and he arrives a bit early because right off the bat we know that Negan had said he'd be seeing them in a week.
Yeah.
I assumed in the beginning that it was a week until they mention, that
They were
he's
early,
been
yeah. They were
early.
like, yeah. In fact, and then Rosita and Spencer were about to go out to find stuff for them, and then that's when they fucking showed up, which was, I don't know, these two guys. And it's funny because I had forgotten that Spencer and Rosita were a thing.
Board banging.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
were wood banging.
Was that Spencer though, or is that somebody else?
No, that was Spencer.
That's
Not
Spencer,
Spencer.
right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Spencer.
that's
Yeah, I
Spencer.
didn't remember. I wanted to say Aaron, but no, Aaron's the other
Aaron's
dude.
the other guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Aaron's the one that's like, no, don't stand up, don't stand up. Oh, you stood up.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a guy, you dumbass.
Yeah.
He's like, so they come down and it's like these guys. He's like, oh, we put away half our shit for you, and he's like, nope. He's like, half of your shit is whatever I say it is, and they start going into the houses and start pulling
Furniture.
and shit,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rick was pretty forward about, hey, we have everything to the side, and
Yeah.
don't forget who was with Negan. I don't want to forget that Daryl was there, and that
Point, yeah.
Rick
Fucking Daryl.
Rick
Yeah.
tried to speak with Daryl, and Negan shut that down real quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of so basically they're ransacking all the houses, and Negan's group is just taking whatever they want. Like you were saying, there's chairs, there's furniture, the beds.
It was
And
like, nobody expected that. They thought they were just gonna come and take whatever supplies they held them.
yeah,
They left the headboard.
they
Oh
did-
well,
it was a mounted
Well,
headboard.
because
so
of
let's
the
think
reason. There's a reason they did that. So yeah, I mean, it was pretty crazy because when they get there, Rick still had shitface on, and Negan says to him, don't have shitface with me. He's like, what's gonna happen? He goes, I don't like the way you're looking at me again. Makes him hold Lucille the entire time, and it was just the whole time. Mikey was just like, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this.
I hate it.
I hate it.
I hate it. I hate it. It was
I do.
like.
It kills me to see them, because the whole time I'm just saying, all right, they could have gotten him here, they could have gotten him here, they could have gotten him here, they could have gotten him here. I obviously the episode, you love the episode so much, well, you love the series so much, that's why it makes you react the way you do,
Yeah.
and the way that I reacted. But I just hate seeing Rick like this, which everybody knows,
Or even any of them, any of these people that we've known to be fucking badasses. You're like, I don't
that's
want
what
to
it is.
see this. Like
Yeah, that's what it
Rosita
is.
got shut down and like, her shit taken away. Her and Spencer got their guns taken away by Dwight, and it's like,
I think that's what got me too. It just he just went in there and took what it was a tail between the legs moment the whole episode with Rick, Negan goes in there, and I think the gun thing, now that they're left with no guns,
No fucking guns, yeah.
you know, it's just, what are they going to do next? How are they going to get out of this? Because I hate seeing
That's why I love this.
group like this, you know, because I'm always trying to spot out those times. I'm just trying to spot out, all right, like I was telling you guys, I was like, obviously they didn't expect Negan so early. So
Right,
maybe
yeah.
they did anticipate, maybe Negan maybe anticipated that they would maybe attack him. That's why they didn't come exactly at
Well, right, yeah. Well, that's number one.
you know.
Yep.
But so I don't know, but I just feel like, and I even mentioned it during the live reaction, was Negan apparently didn't take the Kingdom's guns.
No,
So
they still have.
exactly, the Kingdom still has their weapons. Just we don't know exactly how many, but regardless, they didn't take all of the Kingdom's weapons. So my idea was that that Negan knows that Rick's group is badass.
Well, of course he does. Don't forget they fucking decimated one of his outposts, so he knows that shit.
Yeah, you know, so
And he took all those guns,
threat.
in which he said,
Yeah,
"You
he
did
took-
this, Rick." And
Yeah.
because remember, Negan's like, "Look, Negan's," and it's funny because I was thinking, I'm like, is he gonna like what if, you know, how does he know they didn't bury shit? And he's like, so you know, not only did you take my guns, I'm gonna go and grab all your other guns because and just to make sure you didn't go bury some in the fucking backyard type of situation. And it was like, there you go. Look, he's smart. He's a smart guy. He understands. Look, you can't. This guy. The reason why this guy's so damn dangerous is because he's not just like, he's not a megalomaniac like the governor.
He's
the
not a governor.
The governor didn't think. Like, he thought he was smart. He thought he was clever, but he was conniving. And there's a difference between that.
He was smart in a different way.
Well, the conniving, right? He was a manipulative, conniving asshole. Whereas this guy's like, look, if it was me,
He's a charismatic, conniving douchewad.
yeah. He's like, but if it was me, I would have done the same thing. Like, he's not dumb. He knows, like, I'm a dick. People want to fucking slit my throat, but I'm not going to give them that chance because I have the numbers behind me. I have this bravado, and I'm just going to do whatever the fuck I want, and people are going to follow me anyway.
Yeah.
So, you know, but he and I said it during the live reaction myself. I was like, these guys, like, they're constantly face talking. Like, it's just like he's right up in the guy's face all the time. Like, can you imagine having to film that? Like, that's just got to be like pretty interesting to film, you know. And he's a little bit taller than Andrew Lincoln, so he kind of like
a little bit.
And it's just like, you know, I don't know. It's crazy. I mean, I felt the same way.
It's why I love it.
I felt the same way. You know, you just kept saying it out loud for, I think, Jesse and I. It's just like, fuck, you know, you really care about these characters.
So many times, I mean, apparently, you know, that comes with the great, you know, the great show, or how much we love the show. It comes from
and how much we
two
love the
great
characters
actors.
And the characters. We're so attached to these characters.
You know, for so long we've seen nothing but Rick's group getting whatever they, you know, taking out whoever they need, or we've never seen them in such a vulnerable position. And this has been since the first episode now, and even since the season finale last year, we've never seen Rick's group in such a fucking vulnerable state, and it fucking kills me.
But what about talking about that? What about with Carl? So they hear a gunshot and he goes running into the house, and Carl's, you know, trying to stop the guy from taking all their medicine. And he's like, you said you're taking half, you're taking all this medicine. And Negan's like, really, kid? I like your balls, but I'll take whatever the fuck I want. I say half is whatever I say it is. And he's like, and I don't remember the exact line from Carl, but Carl was like, he said something like that they're badasses. He's like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. What did he say? Damn, I can't remember the damn quote.
It was something along the lines of, you don't want to tick us off.
Yeah, something like that. And
yeah,
so I mean, that's like what you're saying, Mike, is that they're like, they're used to not being beaten. And
that's coming from a 15-year-old boy, or
you know,
a 14-year-old boy, or whatever.
I thought that was going to be the time when they took him too. Like, I thought, I'm like, I was going, because I know we've talked about this in the past, and I'm like, is this what?
Did we see him at the end of the episode?
No, we don't know.
They would have showed that. We don't know. Rick would not let him take Carl like that.
Well, true, but Carl's supposed to have beat. Now, at this point in the comics, spoiler.
That's true. Well,
he's supposed to be sneaking onto Yeah. Well, I thought they were gonna be like, he was gonna be like, you know what, I like you, I'm gonna take you with me and have that be that. But
Yeah.
so there was all that. So and so with the whole gun thing, he goes and they go and they find that there's 2 guns missing, and it turns out that Spencer had them. And I didn't actually think they were gonna find them, because the whole episode, all 3 of us are like, no, it's Morgan and Carol, and we're like, oh no,
Carol,
it's Maggie and Sasha.
Yeah.
There was these 2 handguns, and Rick found them in Spencer's house inside the heating duct. Like, I didn't think they were gonna find them. I don't know.
They were on the old list.
Yeah, but they were gonna kill Denise, which was the lady that's guarding
Not Denise.
stuff.
What was her name?
I thought it was Denise.
No, Denise is the one with the
doctor. Yeah,
Denise was the doctor. Oh.
Yeah. I forgot her name. It
started with an S.
She was the fat girl that Negan calls her. You know. It's funny that you have the fat girl in charge of all the food, which to mention is Negan actually didn't touch
any of the food.
Good point. So he says I'm gonna leave you your food, and he's like, you should fucking thank me for that.
You should thank me. Oh my god. Yeah.
He's like, I could see you don't have a lot. He's like, you're in trouble as it is. So
he's like, not to make a sore point, but
what good
is it really smart to have a fat girl keeping inventory? Yeah, I thought they were going to censor because PC and all that stuff.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It was a rough episode. It was most definitely a rough episode. What else happened? The
motorcycle. Dwight tells
Rosita and Spencer to go. He's like,
Spencer
you know where
Carol's
his motorcycle is, and she's like, no. He's like,
we can talk about that.
Yeah.
And who's left walking around over there were the dead saviors that were taken out, earlier.
Yeah, I didn't realize who those were, and she found the gun on them with no bullets, of course. But that was actually a really cool scene where she's like hiding behind the tree and using the tree and going around the tree and then around the tree and like drawing them around the tree and then going behind them and kill. That was pretty cool. She's fucking badass,
She's pretty badass, but
she had something fueling her.
Of course,
that anger at Dwight for taking their guns, taking her hat,
just everything,
taking her canteen,
emptying the canteen water. What a dick, man!
Yeah,
killing Abraham.
Yeah, exactly, Abraham and Glenn. And look at what Spencer said. We can get into that and how Spencer tends to blame Rick.
Well, he was blaming Rick, and he's like, "We can't. We this isn't our life. This isn't our life." He kept saying, like.
And if Rick would have took the deal earlier, that maybe, things wouldn't have happened the way that they are.
Oh, he's like, if we made the deal earlier to him. Oh, and at the end, right, and he says this to Rick, and he
says, if we made the deal earlier, maybe Abraham and Glenn wouldn't have died.
Yeah.
And Rick's like, you say that again.
I'll break your jaw.
Break your jaw. And knock all your teeth out.
Well, he got pissed off because Rick called him small and weak.
Which he is.
Yeah. Well, absolutely. He's a bitch. Listen,
he got lucky with a zip line.
Yeah. Yep. He was just a fucking. Oh, I totally forgot about that. That's right. Yeah. He got his ass saved by the pregnant woman.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show you, and we see a little bit of that same not hatred, but I don't know what's the word exactly when you would want to relate it to Michonne, and how she feels.
Yeah, I mean,
because
she's been pissed at him the whole episode. She was pissed when they woke up. She left him. She came back, and she's just got mad face on, and she's just like,
they want to fight back. They want to fight back.
Well, that's the thing. Everybody is used to. That's the
winning.
Thing. Everyone's used to Rick not only winning, but having Rick lead them to winning. Rick was always like, we're gonna. So look what he did with Alexandria, but he says at the end of the episode, like, it's funny because you made Mike, I think you said this earlier. They start in the bed in the beginning of the episode, and at the end of the episode they have no bed. They took the mattress and he's making it on the floor, right? And he explains to Michonne, he's like, I'm not going to have anyone die anymore. He's like, they have the numbers, and she's like, what about the hilltop? He's like, they still have the numbers. Where I'm not going to do it. And in that scene, he says it. He's like, he talks about Shane, And which is interesting because it's the first time he's spoken about Shane
in a while.
in a long time.
Since like season 3.
Right, and he says, it was my best friend, and I was in the hospital, and my wife and him hooked up, and he's like, and Judith isn't mine, and I know that. He goes, but she's my daughter, and I will die before her, but not now, a long time from now. He goes, but that's the way.
I want to teach her how to survive.
I want to teach her how to survive. I want to watch her grow up, that type of thing. So, a couple things in there where we know that he knows it's Shane's baby. Although Mikey's got a differing opinion on that.
I mean, it
doesn't fucking matter. It really doesn't fucking matter at this point. But
I kind of hope it's not.
In his heart.
The point
we'll
is
never know.
exactly like
You'll
you
never
said.
Know.
In his heart, he believes that, and that's fine.
It's really a doctor that knows how to do DNA testing in the future, and they take a sample of Rick, and they take a sample of Judith, right?
Yeah,
right.
I mean,
they found a priest.
Okay, so why don't we talk about Father Gabriel real quick when he shows up?
His quick thinking.
He turns and Negan turns around like he's like, holy shit, you're a sneaky one,
Yeah.
They're looking for me.
Looking all creepy with that black shirt, white collar.
Yeah.
He wants to take Maggie back to be one of his stupid brides, and I didn't even realize that. So he just quickly thought of to make graves. Like that's crazy,
All it takes is a little upturned dirt.
Did you see him wiping his hand and shit?
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
So
he just did it.
It's pretty cool.
It was smart thinking, and
that was very smart of him. Yeah, that was good.
Imagine it. The only thing about that is that I was thinking, because we do see from the next episode, the little preview, that it seems to come from Hilltop, that eventually Maggie may bump into Negan. Obviously we see.
Stephen Ogg.
Yeah, because we see Stephen Ogg's character.
He rolls
coming
up
there.
That's in the next episode, right? So,
you know what I mean? Eventually that will happen. That Negan will see that Maggie's alive in the future somewhere.
Well, of course, that's just gonna fuel.
And it'll be
gonna fuel the war. That's what's
maybe
gonna
she'll kill him. Maybe she'll be the one that kills him. Maybe he's like, I thought you were dead, and then bang or something like who knows?
I like how we're giving him this gruff voice, but he's really soft, like spoken, not too.
He's a dick.
Gruff.
He killed me. It killed me. It was a good episode, obviously.
But it was so good.
But,
like you get really into it, but it's so good. Like you're just like,
just fucking hate it.
It's too good though. It's like, I don't know, man. It's really good. It's really good because this is something we've never seen them in this. I mean, they've been in Dire Straits before, but this is different. Okay. This is like
they're fucking super, super, super vulnerable. They're at his beck and call. They're at his. They're bending their knee. All their tails are between their legs for the most part. Carl's
it's
going to
make that vengeance so much better.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What happens? What happens when they can't give though? What happens when there's not enough?
Well, that's it.
You read that sign.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it says vengeance on the plunderers. Vengeance on plunderers or something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know, man. It's just because it's sooner or later. I mean, they barely have any food, and it's like, and now they have no guns. So it's like
Michonne goes out with that sword and starts hunting.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Was there anything else that we wanted to just touch on?
I think just like at the end, like I was saying with Eugene, with Rosita finding that gun and that shell to fit the gun.
So she picks up the bullet and
it'll be Eugene's new role and see what happens.
A&E.
Mikey, where are you in the comic? Are you?
I'm. It's been a little while. I kind of am. I think maybe around.
Because you're in the middle.
5 or
you're
something.
In the middle of the Negan arc right now, right? You're not.
I'm kind of like. Yeah, a little bit ahead. Like I spoiled it a little bit for myself ahead of where.
Listen, you're not. It's not a. I don't think it's spoiling it for yourself because they are doing different things. So
this episode was stark, like day and night, somewhat, with a little bit of gray area in between.
They had a couple crossover lines here and there, but I mean, I think you should just finish the arc, man, because some of the stuff
it doesn't matter. I could know exactly what's gonna happen from now in the future and what happens with Negan.
You'd still hate it.
I do know what happens to Negan as far as what Rick does to him and stabs him in the neck and all that kind of stuff. Like I know that. I know about the cell because that's what I said as far as cheating ahead. But I still, when it comes to the show and when it comes to the comic, it's still two totally different. You're making your own world when you're reading it. And just watching the show, I fucking hate it. I hate
It
it.
captivates you in a different way.
I now, because now I'm just like, all right, what the fuck are they gonna do now? What are they gonna do about guns? How are they gonna hunt? You know, and
How are they gonna provide? How are they gonna feed their
how are
own
they gonna?
faces?
Yeah, how are they gonna give?
You don't
anything
even know
to-
how they do that in the comic. In truth, you don't.
Oh, they don't.
That-
Yeah, they don't. They barely touch it because if they did, it'd be boring as
Well,
hell.
the comic book, did he take all their guns?
He took all the
They
guns.
took all the guns. Yeah.
So
Yep.
eventually, they either gonna steal them back, or you know, that's my whole thing. Is just now from now on, I'm just left with all these questions, and I hate that.
Well,
that makes
you know,
me
but
Read the
that,
comic, dude.
but that's
Yeah,
you know,
makes-
I mean, you could read the comic and get an idea. But I mean, as far as the shells, Mike, lean to your left. As far as the shells are concerned, like the bullet casings, like I mean, in the comic, you know, and I'm gonna give out a spoiler here. In the comic, Eugene does make bullets, so
Plenty
I
of
don't.
them.
So I think I don't remember. I mean, but that's later. It's later.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking are they gonna be pulling that? And Jesse, in the beginning of the episode when he's fixing that radio, you said to me, "Oh, you remember this from the comic?" That also is later.
Way later.
It's
like
it's
current
current. It's
issue
current
later.
But maybe
issue.
they'll speed it up a little bit more.
Well,
on
let
the
me
show.
let me ask you this now. I mean, we're 4 episodes in. Next, we're gonna get to Hilltop.
Yeah.
I
We're
don't
halfway through the mid-season.
right. So I don't remember in the comic if there was it was like a scene with the Hilltop yet.
There was.
Okay, so I have to go back. So, I mean, could they finish? Could they finish this? We say it every week, but could they
No.
finish this season?
I don't think that maybe by the end of.
I'm saying
this,
mid-season. I'll tell you mid-season finale.
Mid-season finale. Maybe they get
Not
maybe
this. No. I meant next season's mid-season, if anything.
that it'll be.
At latest.
That would give credit to the time skip.
Yeah. Because then when we come
Maybe
back,
they'll do their
there'll
own
be a time skip.
Maybe
right?
maybe
Maybe.
Walking Dead will do their own time skip on the show.
I mean, Carl's hair is getting kind of long.
You know,
Yeah.
it's just in the end, this episode left me with a million questions. It left me fucking going nuts because now I'm thinking a million miles a second how they gonna fucking
Wait,
be able to
Shortened your
survive.
vocabulary to
Wait.
hate.
What
Hate-
about
hate-
Daryl? Can we just? I know we said it one thing, but let's just really quickly talk about him and how, at the very end, he says, "Can you leave Daryl?" And he says, "Let's ask Daryl." And Daryl didn't say a fucking thing.
Say a word.
Look. Daryl is broke, but he's not completely broken. You know. But the point is that he's broken.
He's defiant.
He's
He's still. I think
broken but
playing
defiant.
along-
Is that a thing? Can that be a thing?
He's not really broken.
I don't know if he's broken either.
He's
I don't
not
think
But he
wanting
didn't
to
answer
die.
though. But he didn't answer. So what would you
it
call
could
that?
be an act. Could be
He's-
an act.
He's defiant. He's not wanting to die, but he's not wanting to give in to Negan. He's being defiant
But
and
then
being
why
his
wouldn't
own
he?
person.
Why wouldn't he say anything when he asked him at the end? He says, "Do you want?"
Because
to
maybe
Because-
he felt it's a trick. Maybe he
If
feels
he
like
says he's Negan,
would've-
he lets Negan win.
No. I'm talking about the end of this one where he asks him, "Do you want?"
That's what he's asking him.
say something to sway me. Well, he didn't say that. He said say something that would maybe sway my.
What do you think that is? That's I'm Negan.
We didn't. No, but then why? I don't know. Maybe, but he still wouldn't have let him go if. Daryl said
It's not
so.
sitting
Maybe
well
Daryl-
with me that he didn't say shit. That he didn't open his mouth. Like to me, he's broken now. Now to me, that means he's broken, or mostly broken. Because if you didn't speak up, like, well, wouldn't you just be like, "Yeah, I want to stay"? Or
Yeah, but
Because he knows what
Or-
Negan's asking
yeah,
for.
he knows. I think it's more of how Carol portrays these acts of being this. I don't know
I
how
think
to
it's different
shoot a
than
gun.
Carol.
I mean, no, but
I think
of
it's
course
different.
it's different. But just how she portrays this other kind of character, this other facade, I think Daryl is smart enough to know when to say certain things.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, I'll
because
give you
even
that, yeah.
after last episode and hearing the Easy Street and all this kind of bullshit and going crazy and crying to the Glenn picture and the
picture,
song,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
he still said those things to Dwight. You know, it was still like, all right, I'm broke, but now, all right, hey, dude, I understand what you're doing. You know, I understand why you're doing this.
Why
and
you
blah,
chose
blah, blah.
that?
Like,
Yeah.
so to me, it's just more that he knew it wouldn't have worked either way. You know,
I
that
mean,
if he
Let's talk about another thing though. Dwight gets his motorcycle, and then he says, "You can have it back If you
Yeah.
say it.
And he's like,
Is
no.
what he said.
Well,
Yeah,
you know
well, that
what
was-
it
which
is.
is,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
Negan.
Negan.
Yeah, and that's in that circumstance, obviously.
So they're still
that's what they were
breaking them.
pointing
They're
to.
still
Yeah.
Negan
They're trying
and,
to.
and Dwight are
Yeah.
still on the mission of trying to break Daryl. But I just
Yeah.
it just fucking didn't. I didn't like that he was like, he didn't say shit. He didn't say anything. He just looks down and like Rick's
You
like,
can't break me.
Rick's
what
like,
would
you're
he
breaking
say?
my heart,
Yeah,
Daryl.
what would he
Like,
say? I mean, I don't know. What would he? What could he have?
I don't know. I
you know?
just, I feel like you do, Mike. I'm just
Yeah.
look, it was I really enjoy this season so far. It's the most entertaining that it has been for, not that the past seasons haven't been, but
It's just a little more entertaining.
yeah, it's just, and he does really well, JDM.
You got a charismatic character there.
Yeah.
I was wondering how they were going to get around the F word.
Well, he's
and-
revitalizing the show.
Yeah.
You
But you
know?
know what the best part is that this isn't made up. Like, this is what happens. And it's great because they have this amazing source material to go off of. And I know that they're going their own direction, but there's so much that would be great on screen. Like those little one-liners that he makes and
Those
and all
80s
these things.
sitcom one-liners.
Yeah, those cheesy things, but that's what's so great about him. Anyway, it's just I'm personally really enjoying this season. I think it's everything. It's just good. It's just really good, and I'm just happy where they're going with it. And the fact that we're sitting here all frustrated and upset with our characters. Listen,
You guys are.
Well, listen, you have to do this. You have to, even if this wasn't canon. You have to do this. You're 7 seasons in on a fucking TV show about zombies.
Shake it up a little.
You really gotta if you're not gonna, you have
they
to not
shook
only
it up. They
kill
shook it
people
up.
off, right? You gotta
Yeah.
go ahead and you gotta turn it upside down,
And that's what like I said, what I'm feeling and how upset I am with what's going on is exactly what they wanted people to feel.
Yeah.
You know what
They're
I mean?
disappointed in me then.
No, but I mean,
No, but you still feel the same way. You're
Most-
not
yeah,
liking
I'm
what you're
loving it.
seeing.
yeah, most
I mean, you're liking what
people
you're seeing, but you're not
are
liking it.
gonna be like, oh
liking
my
it.
god, what are they gonna do now? They have barely any food left. Now they have no guns, and that was the one thing too. It was just eventually Negan is not going to be happy with what Alexandria provides at one point of time
Yeah,
or
he's
the
not
next.
gonna.
You know,
He's
course.
because it
just-
seems like the kingdom they had spot on a list that they were handing the
Yep.
king, and we're not hearing any sort of items.
Well, don't forget, it's
necessarily
his first grab at them, and
Yeah.
we don't know the situation behind the kingdom and how they got involved with the saviors, but he needs to break. He's continually trying to keep them down. It's a new thing. Think about it. You have to keep the noose tight in the beginning.
I guess so.
Especially a group that not only is touting what badasses they are, the fact that they went and they killed not once, but twice. They killed groups of your people. That's a lot.
Yeah.
They killed a lot of people.
Once with an RPG.
Right.
He even
So-
mentions. Yeah, that's how Timmy got it or whatever the
Oh
hell.
yeah,
you
he
know.
he grabs the RPG that Daryl used to fucking lay waste to. He called them the Dick Squad or something like that.
Yeah.
So
I don't
I
know.
don't know, but I think
you
think
guys
that's,
are hating it. I'm loving everything because I know
no,
that the
don't get me
vengeance
wrong. Just I'm
will
loving
be
it.
sweet, and that's why I'm loving their current situation.
Yeah.
Because no matter how broken they are, no matter how beat down they get, matter how many of them die, that's just fuel to the fire for them to beat down on Negan and group.
It'll be that much more, when they do
I'm thinking long term.
get the upper hand.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
I understand. I mean,
It's just
and
rough.
even though,
These are growing pains, guys. It's growing
Yeah.
pains,
yeah, it's who's the
Until
boss.
They're growing. Our group is growing up.
It's not who's the boss. It's not growing
weeks in
pains,
a row.
It's who's the boss.
Yeah, true. Anyway, is that it, guys? I think that's it.
That's it.
I think we've
think
talked this
that's
to. If we missed anything, please, as always, drop us a comment in the below there. Thank you everyone who does do so. We're loving the conversations going on. And guys,
Yep.
if it takes us a day or two to get back to you, we're all working. We're all very busy, trying to put out more content and other stuff in our lives. So we will get back to you. I
Definitely
promise
try
you
to
that.
get back to you soon.
Yeah, we'll definitely
get back
so
to you.
just hang in there. We'll get back to you. Also, if you want to follow us on all the social medias down there at Third Person Pod. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you. If you're listening to us on SoundCloud, thank you very much. yeah, we got some other things in the works for you guys, and I mean that's it. We just, we're just
Stay tuned.
yeah, just stay tuned. If you didn't watch the live reaction, go ahead. I'm losing my voice for some reason.
Yeah,
But,
right.
check out the live reaction. We got Westworld. We got Walking Dead. We got some other cool stuff coming on the channel, and
2 things.
2 more.
We got
Yeah,
2
we
things.
got 2 things coming, but we'll let those be a surprise when you see
Well,
it.
I wasn't talking about that. One,
Oh,
this
okay.
month's issue of the Walking Dead comic will be bundled in with next month's.
Ah, dude, dope.
I
Yeah.
wasn't able to get around to it, and busy and all that stuff. And 2, check out Saturday Night Live, Dave Chappelle's homage to the season premiere.
If you didn't already, exactly.
Yeah, if you didn't, which
Jesse, why don't you put a
I'm
link? We should
sure,
put a link
yeah.
in the description. There should be
Yeah,
put a
yeah.
link in the description.
Definitely will
for that.
have. I'll
that
put like
section, yeah.
Chappelle, and then the link.
Yeah, it's on the SNL website. It's a clip from the
Yeah.
SNL website, but it has he plays Negan, and it's just really fantastic. It's so good.
If you love Dave Chappelle, you'll love this.
Yeah. All right, so I guess that's gonna be it, guys, for us. So till next time, I'm Kris.
This is Mike.
And I'm Jesse.
Yeah, I love it. I love when they decide who's gonna go first. It's so great.
Yeah, well,
I'm waiting
we
for the
don't-
day
we
you
don't
guys
want
do it at the
to-
same time. I'm waiting.
Yeah,
It's
we
usually
don't
Mike
want,
first, anyways.
blank.
That's
air
why I always
there.
point to him.
No, that's cool. Don't forget, they can see us like stare at each other. So it's fun. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thank you once again so much, and we'll see you on the next episode. So peace out.